Good afternoon, student. Now in this class we are going to see about more programs on loop. That means we are going to see more topics of loop. First one is our jump statement. Now if we are going to see jump statement, in jump statement there are two jump statements. First one is your break. First one is your break statement and second one is your continue statement. There are two jump statements. First one is your break statement, second one is your continue statement. Now we will see the break statement. What is the break statement? The break statement skips the rest of the loop and jumps over to the statement following the loop. That means if we are going to work with break statement, then break statement skips the rest of the loop. Now let's understand it with the help of example. Now suppose that if we are going to take example of break statement, then suppose we have defined a list. There are list 1 and we have to define element in list as A, B and C. For A in list 1, that means we are going to initialize a loop for list 1. For A in list 1, that means जब तक A की वैल्यू list 1 में हमारी है, you can write here any variable like I or any other variable, because we have initialized the value of A, so you don't be confused for this. So this is that A is not this A. Here whatever A, B, C we can take any variable, but I have taken I because there is A, B, C already in list and I don't want that you are going to confuse for this variable. So we have initialized a loop for I in the list 1 print I. We are going to print the value of I. If I equal to B, then break. Now if we are going to comment this line, now first of all we will observe the output for these three lines up to here. Now run the program. You can see that the A, B, C, that means list element will be printed. Now what if we are writing these two lines of code, that means if we are going to use the break statement, then now check the output. This is the indentation error. Now only A and B are printed. The missing term is C. C is not printed here. C is not printed here. Why is it so? Here if we are going to talk about the loop, output for this loop, we can see that C is not printed. Why is it so? Why C is not printed? Because if we are going to print I, then we are going to test a condition if I equal to B, break. That means जैसे ही I की वैल्यू B के बराबर हो जाए, हमें क्या कर देना है, हम ब्रेक कर दे रहे हैं. That means break, that means we are going to stop the loop. Stop the loop. So दिस इज द यूज ऑफ योर ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट. जैसे ही हमारा कंडीशन मैच किया I इक्वल टू बी, ब्रेक. जैसे ही लिस्ट में हमारा I गया फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर इंडेक्स एट 0 प्रिंटेड A, देन एट इंडेक्स 1 प्रिंटेड B, एंड व्हेन I इक्वल टू B जैसे बी यहाँ पे आया ब्रेक हो गया, दैट मीन्स सी इज नॉट गोइंग टू प्रिंटेड बिकॉज लूप इज टर्मिनेटेड एट द position of B because our condition is true satisfied. Then we have used break statement, that means this is going to stop the loop. If we are going to print further statement after break statement, then that part will be printed. Here if we are going to print out of loop, loop terminated, now check the output. See A B and loop terminated, that means जैसे हमारा कंडीशन ब्रेक का सेटिस्फाई हुआ, इस लूप के द स्टेटमेंट फॉल विद इन दिस लूप, इस लूप के अंदर जितने स्टेटमेंट हैं सब के सब हम स्किप कर देंगे। ब्रेक क्या करेगा, लूप के अंदर जितने स्टेटमेंट हैं उसको ब्रेक कर देगा, टर्मिनेट कर देगा, और कहाँ नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट पे जंप कर जाएगा, जो स्टेटमेंट हमारा आउटर ऑफ द लूप विच इज़ आउट ऑफ द लूप, लूप के जो बाहर स्टेटमेंट है उस स्टेटमेंट पे जंप कर जाएगा। दैट्स वाई ब्रेक इज कॉल्ड जंप स्टेटमेंट। जैसे कंडीशन हमारा मीट किया, हम क्या करेंगे, लूप को टर्मिनेट करेंगे और उस स्टेटमेंट पे स्विच कर जाएंगे, जंप कर जाएंगे, जो हमारा आउटर लूप है, आउट ऑफ लूप है, लूप के बाहर वाले स्टेटमेंट पे जंप कर जाएंगे। दैट्स वाई दिस इज कॉल्ड जंप स्टेटमेंट एंड दिस इज द ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट। यू कैन सी दैट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट, the break statement skip the rest of the loop and jump over the statement following the loop, जो हमारे लूप से जिसको फॉलो कर रहा है लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट, जो हमारा बाहर है लूप से उस स्टेटमेंट पे जंप कर जाएगा। तो दिस इज द यूज ऑफ योर ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट। नाउ इफ वी आर गोइंग टू राइट दिस ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट इन अनदर फॉर्मेट, वी कैन राइट this program in this way. Suppose that we have written, first of all we have to make comment of this program because we don't want to mess up the code of output of both the loop programs. Now here if we have printed I here, now we are going to print this I after this break. That means after this break we are going to print I here. For I in this one, if I equal to B, break print I. In above program we have printed I before the going to test the condition. Now we are going to print the I after testing the condition. Then see the difference between the output. Now run this program and you can see that only A is printed. Why is it so? Because here if I is in list, जैसी I की वैल्यू हमारी स्टार्ट होती है, A will be printed. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल I की वैल्यू 0 होती है, देन टेस्ट कंडीशन इफ I इक्वल टू B, नहीं I की वैल्यू क्या A है, देन प्रिंट I. दैट्स वाई here A will be printed. Again the value of I incremented at 0 to 1. At 0 index I found B and we are going to test the condition. If I equal to B, that means condition is true, then break. जैसे condition true हुआ हम break कर दिए, loop will be terminated and print I. Then what will be the value of I? I gets only a value A. That's why only A will be printed. Here what is the output? Here output is only A is printed. Only A is printed. क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमने कंडीशन को पहले टेस्ट किया है और I को बाद में प्रिंट किया है. बट इन आवर एबव प्रोग्राम in this program we have printed I before then we have tested the condition. First of all, we have printed I. That means when I is 0, then print I. I की value A will be printed. Then we are going to test the condition I equal to B, condition false. Then again we are going to increment the value of I and I is going to be B. Then again print I. That means B will be printed. Again we are going to test condition I equal to B. Now value of I is B. Condition is true. Then we are going to break the loop. Now we are not going to check the print the value of C. This is your break statement. In both way we have seen the use of break statement in our program. Now our second statement is continue statement. Continue statement is also a jumping statement, a jump statement. Now with the continue statement we can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next. What does it mean? Let's understand with the help of program. Now see, we are going to understand with the same program. Now we have used continue. Instead of break, we are going to use continue. Now save this program and run the program and observe the output. We can see that A and C will be printed, but B is not printed. What happened here? B is not printed. Why is it so? Because the continue statement we can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next loop. That means if we are going to use this statement for list 1A, first of all the value of I is A, and if I equal to B, I की value B है? No, the value of I is A, then print I. Then we have printed I. This condition statement is not going to execute because our condition is false. In next iteration, I will be B. That value of I equal to B. Now we are going to test the condition I equal to B. Condition is true. Then we are going to execute this statement. Then continue. That means I की वैल्यू B हो गई. हम ब्रेक नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं. अब इस लूप को यहाँ से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कंटिन्यू क्या करें? करेक्ट इटरेशन, स्टॉप द करेक्ट इटरेशन. अब इस बी को स्टॉप कर देगा, ये बी नहीं प्रिंट होगा. दैट मीन्स वी आर गोइंग टू स्किप द वैल्यू ऑफ बी. बी इज नॉट गोइंग टू प्रिंटेड एंड वी आर next continue with the next iteration. Again the value of I will be C. Again we have tested the condition. If I equal to B, condition is false, then print I and C will be printed. So this is the way to execute jump and continue statement. And I hope you have clearly understand the difference between break and continue statement. This is very important concept to understand the difference between jump and continue statement. Now I am going to repeat once again. See here, in break statement, when we have used break statement in our loop, then break statement is stop all over the statement, all the iteration of the loop. ब्रेक पूरे की पूरी लूप की इटरेशन को स्टॉप कर दे रहा है और उसके बाद वो स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट होगा जो हमारा लूप के बाहर है. जबकि कंटिन्यू क्या कर रहा है? कंटिन्यू उसी इटरेशन को स्किप कर रहा है जिसके लिए कंडीशन ट्रू है, जिसके लिए हमारा करंट इटरेशन को स्किप करेगा और नेक्स्ट इटरेशन से हमारा लूप स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ब्रेक एंड कंटिन्यू स्टेटमेंट. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी next concept is a nested loop. Nested loop, we have seen this in our previous class. Nested loop, that means loop within loop. What does it mean? If we are going to use more than one loop within वन एंड अनदर, दैट मीन्स एक लूप के इनसाइड अगर दूसरा लूप एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड योर नेस्टेड लूप। वी हैव सीन इन अ पैटर्न प्रोग्रामिंग, पैटर्न प्रिंटिंग प्रोग्राम, जब हमने पैटर्न प्रिंट किया था तो हमने नेस्टेड लूप देखा था। Now we are going to take another example of your nested loop. First of all, we have to initialize a loop for I in range 1 to 6. Now we have assigned initialize a loop for I in range 1 to 6. Then again we are going to initialize a loop for j in range 1 to I. एक लूप हमारा इनिशियलाइज हुआ 1 to 6, सेकेंड लूप हुआ हमारा 1 to I. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू प्रिंट star int equal to now we are going to change the line by using empty print statement. Now you can see that this is our first loop, or outer loop, and this is our second loop, that means loop within loop, second or inner loop. We can have more than one loop inside one another. We can have the for next loop for k in range from any variable to any variable. We can have more than one loop within a single loop. This is called nested loop. Now let's run the program and check the output. Now you can see that a pattern of star will be printed. First here single star, then 2 star, then 3 star, and then 4 star will be printed. Now let's understand this loop. In our first loop, we have given the range from 0 to 5. Now see, in this our in our first loop, we have executed the loop from 0 to 5. This is the value of I because we have excluded the last value. That means I is going to print it 0 to 5. That means 5 star will be printed according to your first. Sorry, the starting value is 1. Then we have to take the value of 1 to 5. Now, if we are going to take the value of 1 to 5, that means the range, the sequence will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the value of length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 5 times हमारा क्या होगा, ये j लूप j एग्जीक्यूट होगा. दैट मीन्स j लूप जो है हमारा वो 5 टाइम्स एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. नाउ अब j में हमारा क्या रेंज है 1 to I. दैट मीन्स in this loop the sequence is generated 1 to I. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 because I, that means कि I minus 1, ये I से एक कम एग्जीक्यूट करेगा. And we are going to print star. This print statement is within this j, within the loop of j. That means we are going to print 4 star. Now see the output of this program. Now let's understand. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means this line 4 times. One loop is started for the vertically. One loop 1 times, 2 times, 3 times and 4 times. And next loop is going to horizontally for 5 times. That means this is the your 5 times executed. You can see that 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is the range sequence of your program. So if we are going to take the execution of this program, now we can understand the loop like this. If we are going to print here I, now check the output. You can see that I now check the output. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 and 5, 5. So this is your value of I. Why? Because we have to printed I. The range of j is started from 1 to I. Now you can put here star. This will be your पैटर्न ऑफ प्रोग्राम. अगर आपको कभी भी सीक्वेंस चेक करना है, आप कहीं भी यहाँ पे प्रिंट जे की वैल्यू प्रिंट करा लीजिए, यहाँ पे आई की वैल्यू प्रिंट करा लीजिए. यू कैन गेट योर सीक्वेंस रेंज. सपोज दैट इफ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट हियर, यहाँ पे आप प्रिंट आई कर लीजिए, आपको आई का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. यहाँ पे आप प्रिंट जे कर लीजिए. प्रिंट जे हियर, यहाँ से आपको जे की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी कि क्या रेंज जनरेट हो रहा है. डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज फॉर द रेंज. देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे आई और जे की वैल्यू किस टाइप से चल रही है. यहाँ पे जे के साथ ये वाली इन स्टेटमेंट भी यूज कर लीजिए इन फंक्शन. नाउ यू कैन सी दैट 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in this way you can check the sequence of your sequence range of your program. So just delete this lines of code. Now this is your program for printing the pattern. Now thank you for watching today.